Hello everybody, welcome back to some more Planet Coaster Alpha 3. Finishing up the feature land today. I almost forgot what I was going to name it. I didn't pick a name. It was kind of a mixture of a couple ones I saw on the original comments. Don't think it was one that actually was suggested by anyone, but I thought Far-Flung Future sounded good. So we're going to put 3 Fs on the entrance and the exit eventually. I don't think I actually did it in this video though. For some reason, I don't really know why I didn't, but it just didn't come up. Today we're working on the first coaster of this area, and I went ahead and removed that path kind of wrapping around the food and drink. Actually, there was a restroom and a hat stand, I guess, inside of our little greenhouse right there. And we're going to be doing a big old coaster. A lot of loops really fast, though. We're doing a powered launch coaster, so we don't actually need a lift hill on this one. You can see at the very beginning I put those like hydraulic powered launchers, or are they magnetic launchers? I'm not entirely sure. But those things get it up to a pretty high speed. Not super crazy high or anything, but relatively decent. So that's going to continue on through there. And hopefully it's enough speed to get through it, because I wasn't 100% sure of how fast it was going. So that's why you see me kind of continuously testing it to see. I wonder how fast this thing will go. Like, because there was a couple times you'll see later where it didn't actually get over the loops. It kind of gets stuck halfway. So we had to adjust a little bit, but it ends up working really cool. With a lot of loops, like I was saying, or a lot of turns and loops and stuff, so the thing gets pretty high rating, but people seem to go on it, so it's not so horribly fast and crazy that people hate it. And I went ahead and put our brakes on there. It's something I've been trying to work on a little more, and so I think we're finally starting to do. Now we're just smoothing the whole thing out. We end up getting rid of right there it gets stuck. You saw that. So then there's like an inversion twist right there in the middle, actually right before the last turn. On the end, I ended up getting rid of that just because I didn't think it looked very good. We go in lieu of, what's the word? I don't know, just kind of more of a weavy track. Because there's most of the thing is pretty straight, except for the loops and stuff. But we ended up changing that. And then I was working on a sort of a launch bay housing for this. So I wanted a long launch bay with some cool lights on the inside. A cool little tube of some sort. And then we kind of alternate black and white to kind of make it seem like it's zipping by real fast. It came out alright. I'm not too, I didn't think it was too shabby, so we're just copying and pasting the whole thing just to fill it in. Just filling it in. Now we gotta fill in the bottom. So much. Yeah, so there were some mixed reactions to the floating cubes of last time. Some people thought it was a little weird, some people thought it was cool. Like they said, go add some support to something. I kind of like how they're floating. You guys, everybody knows in the future, we have floating cubes, I guess. I don't know. I really want them to be floating, though. It was kind of cool looking, I thought. Oh well. They're going to float from now on. Then we're just finishing at the brake side. Oh wait, no, that was that. Now we're finishing at the brake side. That's right. I was like, trying to remember exactly what side we were on. It's a little weird that I'm doing this at sunset because it makes everything kind of look yellow. This thing looks pretty cool during the day. It's real strong black and white. I'm actually really happy with how this entire section came out. You'll see at the end of the video, we do like a flyover. For the actual walkthrough and stuff, we're probably going to save that for the next episode. The next episode is going to be the last episode of this park. We're just going to be doing a tour of the entire park. We're going to be riding all the coasters, checking out all the rides and stuff, and just going through some point of view walks through the park. For those who do not know, you cannot control the characters when you go in first person. Unfortunately, that would be something we could do that would be cool if they added eventually. But as of now, that is impossible, which is a little disappointing because I'd like to kind of just take my time, just walk through the park, look at this, look at that. But you can't. You kind of just got to hitch a ride in someone else's camera as they kind of wander through the park, hopefully going where you want them to go. And then what did I do? Oh, I tried adding some like steam or smoke to that entrance there just to make it seem pretty cool. Decided not to do that. Lowering this part, adding some water. I thought that'd be cool to kind of have some floating platforms. And I had a real hard time with this path. It was at such a weird height that like if I have it go down, it'll be too low. If I have it stay up there, it's too high. So it was being very finicky and annoying. So I think we ended up finding a rather elegant solution, which was to just have it go over the path and then loop back down. And I actually think that came out the best way possible, though it still is a little short. So what I should have done is just had that continue over. Yeah, see, I'm just trying some different things, but like I said, the problem is the height of it. Yeah, it was just being really annoying. Let's just get through this already. Come on, stop. Figure it out. Just do the solution. There you go. Over the path. Back down. And loop it around. Oh, still too close. One more. Almost there. You can do it, buddy. I believe in you. Hey, he did it. Slow poker Houlihan over here did it. Slow poker Houlihan. I don't even know what that is. What is a Houlihan from? That's from something. Is that the name of the coach on Dodgeball? Oh yeah, it was Patches O'Houlihan. Okay, there we go. That movie was awesome. There we go. Just checking out the coaster real quick. Wow, it's so fast. It's so very fast. Woo, flipping around. Woo, there we go. Oh god, that looks really bad when it's sped up like this, but I decided I did not like those versions. They were kind of ugly. I accidentally deleted too much of the coaster. I was really confused of why the autocomplete was doing this weird thing, but then I realized it didn't actually. I accidentally deleted too much. Like, if you look inside of where the brakes were, those are gone. There we go. I just noticed that. I was like, wait a second. What is going on here? But no, we figured it out. And then we still had a weird inversion over there. And then I kept accidentally deleting this curve that I placed. So, I was tired, alright. I've been busting these bad boys out. I didn't even make a video on another game yesterday, which I need to do because I need people to know that this is not a Planet Coaster channel. This is a variety game channel, mostly focusing on indie games, which happens to be enjoying Planet Coaster right now. I will not play Planet Coaster forever. I mean, I plan on playing it for quite a long time just because I love the game so much, but I play lots of different games. I'm not a Planet Coaster channel. I always have that happened with Scrap Mechanic too. When I got really popular with Scrap Mechanic and gained like 50,000 subs, I had to keep up with the other videos because I need people to know that this is not a Scrap Mechanic channel. And then people got mad at me for not playing Scrap Mechanic every day, and now people are getting mad at me because for the next part, we're not going to be playing Planet Coaster every day. It's going to be every other day, mostly for my sanity. I have made 10 of these episodes in a row now, so that's every day working on this park for hours and hours, and yeah, it's driving me a little crazy, I guess. I just don't want my results to suffer. I want the parks to still look good and feel good, and so that's something I need people to know and to be happy with. I mean, it doesn't mean I'm gonna stop playing Planet Coaster anytime soon, because like I said, I'm still freaking loving this game. Hey, we're taking our things and kind of sticking them all over the park now. Those weird, like, 45-degree pillars. I thought it'd be a nice little motif to have going around the park. The ones we have over the lakes over at the entrance on the other side. Just chucking them all over the place. I had to find some different ones because they couldn't really fit with this coaster. The coaster was kind of in the way, kind of annoying, but I think we found a silly, if not elegant, solution to it. So we build that up, and then we're like, okay, we'll just stop it there. Oh wait, no, I didn't do it yet. You'll see in a second. So I just did that. I had it stop at the coastal line. I was like, that doesn't look super good. I'm not happy with how that looks. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take it, and we're gonna make it this part floating. Oh, it's the future. Everybody knows everything floats in the future. And you don't have to give a reason for it. We actually build one more floating thing in this episode, but I give a reason for it. It looks like it should be floating. You'll see. You'll all see at some point. Presumably. Here we go. Yeah. So we needed another first aid tent. Not really tent, I guess. It's an actual building. Well, this one especially is not a tent. You'll see. But like, I think the only one we have is over a medieval midway. So I decided we need another health tent. I guess first aid tent. First aid building. Saying that. On this one, I wanted to do something cool with it. Let's see. At some point, you might be able to guess what we're doing here. I don't want to give it away just yet, but it looks pretty cool. The end result. I tried some things of making like overly detailed, and I think it ended up just looking worse. So the theme of this area is real nice, clean lines, simple color palette. If any color palette, we've also been doing black and white. Oh, I guess we have a little bit green over on our little greenhouse area, and so some colors throughout, but mostly sticking with black and white. Again, trying colors and going, that doesn't look very good. Okay, we'll just go back to white. At least I'm experimenting, alright? It's not like I'm steadfast on or obsessed with making everything the same color. I'm experimenting and trying out some different things. Like right now, we're trying out some different things. So you might be able to guess what it is now, but we're building a little ship. Not necessarily a spaceship, but some sort of hovering medical ship. There we go. Give some nice little rockets with the fire, and this spaceship's gonna be floating there with the stairs coming down. And I think it looks pretty cool. It's a little blocky. I would like to have made it a little bit more round, but with the pieces we have, I thought it looked good, nice and plain. Here's a perfect example of me adding details and not liking it. So I was trying to like, okay, maybe we'll wrap this in some metal or something. I was like, no, yeah, it doesn't look very good. We're just gonna remove it all. Put some windows on it. How about that? Make them horizontal. That's what ship windows look like. I guess they're not really vertical, but yeah, I think it came out pretty cool. I don't like it, except for there's one piece of metal. What? Am I gonna delete that at some point? Okay, I did. And then I go ahead and let the day take on, let it become nighttime. I wish in sandbox mode there was a setting like just a flip, like a switch I could flip, daytime, nighttime, because it's not really it's not the simulation people coming and going, because at sandbox I'm not getting money from anyone, so that'd be handy. Another thing kind of related to that, people keep saying I should do the priority pass. I haven't done it yet just because I guess I could. I mean, it might look cool, but I just haven't done it because again, it is sandbox, not simulation, so I don't focus on people's money, and people aren't giving me money, and so it's not really come up. But maybe I'll add that because I'm going to be doing a lot last minute detail stuff before we do the tour. I'm probably going to spend a couple hours just touching up the park. Here we're just doing a quick little sunrise time lapse there for you. I want it to become daytime, so I was like, okay, we'll just instead of cutting, we'll just do a little time lapse. I don't know what those people are doing. It says they're stuck and they need help. It was very confusing. I don't know if they're bugged out, or that's a remnant of some, like, eventually when you can move people around, like pick them up, kind of like in the old roller coaster games, where you can pick people up, you can chuck them in the water, you can put them on paths that lead nowhere. It's kind of sadistic, really, but I don't know what they wanted. Then we're adding our final ride to the park. Oh, and I did come up with a tentative park name. You guys had some awesome suggestions, but I wanted something just real simple, so I think we're just going to call it Eternity. That is the name of the park. Because it's eternal. We're going through all times, past, present, and future. Well, not all, but quite a few, you know. We may do more with this theme in the future. Try and spread out a little bit more. Like, people have been suggesting, like, Ottoman Empire, Arabic empires, ancient China, ancient Japan, things like that, which would be really hard for me to build just because I'd have to get pretty creative with these parts, but it would take a lot more research and dedication because most of the things in this park I can just build off the top of my head, how the style should look in my head. But things like that I'm less familiar with, it'll be tough to do. But I think we'd be up for it. Something I thought would be really cool for an entire park was sort of mid-century American themed, so 50s, 60s. That might be pretty cool, like rock and roll themed, really bright color palette, little stocky, simple design buildings. I don't know. I'll have to think about what we want to do here. Then I was just dressing up the area using a lot of the birch trees because we hadn't really used those anywhere else in the park. So I think the birch trees look good in this area. They have nice white bark, so that kind of matches with everything. And then I was it's kind of covering the view of the ship. So I eventually removed that. What am I doing now? Oh, now I'm doing benches and trash cans, yes. Tossing them all over the place. Probably I need to hire more mascots and stuff, but yeah, the performance of this park is dipped pretty low. Like, we've taken up the vast majority of this park area with a lot of rides, a lot of coasters, a lot of items. And so, frame rate's looking pretty bad. It's definitely below 30. You'll notice it when we do the tour. See, look how big this park is now, man. That is so cool. I love it. But there you go. Look how awesome this place came out. I'm loving it, guys. Okay, well, next episode is going to be the tour. Again, I'm going to be doing a lot of detail work, just kind of touching at the park. Someone said if you like disable shadows or something, it helps with the performance, so I might take a look at that. But definitely, guys, if you are enjoying Planet Coaster on the channel and want to see more in the future, leave a like, leave a comment, leave something, let me know. Get ready for the next park. I'm excited. If you have suggestions for things to do, definitely leave them in the comments below. Suggestions for anything, really. I'm always open to it. I love reading through them. I'll see you guys next time for some more Planet Coaster. Bye.